Hello. This video will cover the image adjustments in Praktika's imaging module. Please note that the image adjustments are set per each individual image. They do not affect settings of other images. The adjustments do not change the original image. Instead, they apply image adjustments, transformations and annotations as separate layers that can be activated or deactivated. Part 2. The image annotations. First, go to a patient file and open the imaging module. It can be done either from the patient directory or from the patient summary screen. Double-click on the image thumbnail to open the image for viewing. Once opened, you can start applying adjustments to it. The image annotation tools are located in the middle part of the Image Tools panel. These tools are used to add extra elements to the image that allow to annotate, measure, mark or calibrate the image. All the annotations are saved with the image file automatically and their visibility can be turned on and off if needed. Because a few annotation tools measure the size of the image's objects, it is paramount that the image calibration properties are correct. In most of the cases, the calibration data of the image is captured from the scanner's driver by the Praktika's scanning interface. That is normally sufficient. However, if it did not happen or the image was acquired from a different source, downloaded, exported from another software, emailed, etc., then the calibration of the image must be performed to ensure that the measurements are correct. Essentially, the calibration is measuring an object of a known size and calculating the right parameters from this measurement. Praktika provides two methods of how that can be done. The first method is entering the correct known resolution of the image. The second method is using the calibration tool to measure an object of a known size in the image. Let's start with the first method, resolution. Please note that for this method you must know the actual scanner resolution setting. The current resolution of the image reads 300 dpi. I will choose the annotation measurement tool and will measure the width of a molar tooth in the image. It reads about 54 millimeters, which is too big. It is not right, because the resolution value is incorrect. I will update the resolution of the image to 1270 dpi, which is the correct scanner resolution's value when the image was scanned. The measurement has updated to about 13 millimeters, and it is now correct. Please note that the resolution value is updated automatically with the image. There is no need to click any buttons to save it once you have changed it. You can easily check it by closing and reopening the image. As you see, the resolution and the measurement were saved. This method can also work backwards to find the scanner resolution. Scan something of a known size, for example a coin, use the measurement tool to display the size, and then change the resolution until the measurement is correct. That will give you the resolution of your scanner. For example, I know that the official width of a 20-cent Australian coin is 23.6 millimeters. I have scanned a 20-cent coin and will open that image. Now I will draw a measurement on it. Then by changing the resolution value, I will bring the measurement reading to 23.6 millimeters. When it happens, I will know the resolution setting of my scanner. It is 1660 dpi. Now I can use this resolution value for all the other images scanned on this scanner. I can even record it as my default image resolution in management practice settings. Going back to our image, I will use the eraser tool to remove my measurement, and I will close and reopen the image. Now I will use the second calibration method. I do not know the resolution of the scanner, but I know that my plate size width is 38 mm. I will use the calibration tool and will draw a measurement line from side to side of my scanned image. Please ensure that your image is reset before you do that. The simplest method to do it is to close and reopen the image. The calibration line is always strictly horizontal. It conveniently snaps to the left and right border of the image. I will enter 38 in the pop-up dialog and will press OK. As you see, the resolution of the image is calculated as 1267 dpi, which is practically the same as the resolution I used in the first method. I can now remove the calibration line. The resolution is saved with the image and the measurements from now on will be correct. I will close and reopen the image to see if it worked. And it did. I can use Hide Show Annotations button to display or hide the annotations. Let us now have a look at the annotation tools. The scale overlay adds vertical and horizontal scales with 1 mm interval. When the image is zoomed, the scales are recalculated to still show the correct ruling. All the annotations get adjusted to the image rotation, and they will always show in the correct orientation and size. By the way, the measurement value can be dragged around the annotation while still being visually attached to it. See how it readjusts its position when the image is rotated. You can also change the annotation's color to better match your image luminosity and color range. This color can be saved with other image adjustments by clicking the Save Image Adjustments button. The next tool is Annotation Arrow. It can be used to add text comments to your image. Click and hold your mouse left button in the place where the arrow pointer needs to be, and then drag your mouse away from that point. Release the mouse button and enter the text in the pop-up dialog. We have already looked at the Annotation Measurement tool, so I will proceed to the Annotation Width and Height tool. This one measures the width and length of an area and has 4 adjustment points at the ends. The adjustment points can be used in any tool to finely adjust its placement. The Annotation Circle tool. It can be used to mark an area. It also provides the area measurement of the ellipse in millimeter square. The Annotation Rectangle tool is very similar to the Circle tool, just the shape of the tool is rectangular. It can be adjusted using 2 handles. The Annotation Draw freehand allows you to draw an area of any shape. The Annotation Draw Angle tool is designed to draw and measure angles. There are 2 ways of drawing. You can do it with 3 mouse left button clicks that indicate the control points of the angle: first ray, common end point, second ray. Or you can do it by dragging the first ray with the mouse left button, then release the button, move it to the third point and left click again. The angle can be readjusting with all 3 control points. The Annotation Cob Angle. This one is also an angle measuring tool. However, it is used when the common end point of the angle is far off the image area, and thus, it cannot be shown. It can be drawn with 4 left clicks or with 2 drags. It has 4 control points for adjustments. There are 2 methods to delete annotations. The first one is with the Erase tool. Select the Eraser tool and move the Move close to an annotation you would like to delete. When it is within the active area, the annotation will turn bright green. The mouse left button click will delete the annotation. The second deletion method is to move any part of the annotation beyond the border of the image. You can either drag the whole annotation or at least one of its control points outside of the image. As long as any part of the annotation is outside the image, it will get deleted. The deletion is saved automatically. A few words on downloading and printing images. An image can be downloaded or printed with or without the annotations and adjustments. I will apply some adjustments and add an annotation first, then I will demonstrate how to download and print images. The abbreviation ROI, Region of Interest, vaguely stands for annotations in our context. First, download the image with ROI. It will download the image as it is seen on the screen with all the adjustments and annotations. Second, print image. This will print the original image without any adjustments or annotations applied. Print image with ROI will print the image as it is seen on the screen with all the adjustments and annotations. If you need to download the original image, right-click on the image thumbnail and then click on the Download Image button in the pop-up. You can also download all the original images for this patient as a single zip file. Do it by clicking the Download All Images button in the screen footer. Please mind that the size of the file can be very large. This concludes part 2 of the Praktika's image module image adjustments. Thank you for your attention.